Welcome to Wrestling in 60. This week's show features the best matches from the regular season in the country's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten. We begin with our pick at number 7. And Chance Lamer ranked 14th. Lamer's first season in Lincoln and wasting no time as Ryder block scores a takedown Jim in the first 5 seconds.
Jumps right on a big lead there. And this guy is tough in the top position. He can go ahead and grind you down quite a bit. You saw where Lamer, just spent a long time here since he's been on the mat, right? So got his opportunity here, and so he's got to be in efficient positions. Getting a quick escape is part of that.
He did not wrestle against Minnesota. McCade Zinkin wrestled for the Cornhuskers. Ryder block 6-3. Back-to-back losses to Joe Zargo and Shane Van Ness. The Nittany Lion 13-4 over the Hawkeye, diving in from space. Block a 4-time finalist, 3-time state champ at Waverly Shell Rock. Won Fargo a couple of times, but he's found a new level this season, Jim. He's battled some injuries. He's looked really good.
I think he has looked really good, and he progressed real well. It's just like in the Penn State meet, I really thought that the first 5 guys went out there and battled real hard, and we're really starting to see that again here in this meet. Jumping out there to that nice free-shot takedown. That just tells you you're ready to go. You can see the strength and the power that Lamer has right there. He's been able to drive back, but the length. The Ryder block basically going to an under with the left arm. That's a little bit kind of reverse the way most people do it, so it's a unique feel out there, a left-handed underhook.
Lamer began his career at Michigan as a redshirt freshman in 2023, was 7th at the Big Tens, then fell in the blood round at the national tournament in Ann Arbor a couple years, then went to Cal Poly. Fell just short of All-American status again, dropping another blood round a couple years ago in Kansas City.
Likes that over and under with that left-handed underhook. Taking advantage of his length, his Ryder block.
Dave Schultz High School Excellence Award winner in 2021. And Lamer pulls to within 1 with his second escape. Now he throws it by in an underhook. Here we go, Jim. Lamer brings this crowd to its feet with a takedown. These guys are scrapping, Jim.
Yeah, Ryder block went right into the power of Lamer right there, and he basically regrets it.
5 unanswered for the Cornhusker, who's up 5-3, 30 seconds into the second period.
This is an opportunity for Lamer to get a little bit more riding time back the other direction here. You get beat like that in a position like particularly an over and under where you almost go to your back. You got to get your senses rattled a little bit. And the guy's good, tough in the top position. He can make it difficult for you.
Nice job there by Ryder block. Iowa leading at 6-3. Snatch single leg here for Lamer.
He's got his chest sealed to the leg right there. He's on the inside. Block's really trying to get low right now in this position, and Lamer's gone down to the mat with him. That's going to be difficult for him to finish.
Has that single leg shelved.
Get a setup, you got to get your feet ready to go.
Good job there to neutralize the attack from Ryder block. Lamer with an underhook.
Yeah, just basically forced him off that with that underhook.
Hard snap there from the Cornhusker.
Working off the underhook and far up into the crotch and pop your hips in and lift. So nice job by Lamer.
Drop down.
And now
1,
Block has squared his hips up, so we're going to be
1 neutral.
5-5. We want to hear from you. Triple header tonight, Friday Night Wrestling. Hashtag Friday Night Wrestling. Who are you watching with? What are you eating? What are the dogs doing? Little kids in their singlets and headgears.
Well, we heard from the bathtub dogs.
Yes, we did.
National anthem. Yeah.
They sang the national anthem, did a nice job. Here's Ryder block looking for a takedown and the lead. Great opportunity here.
Got himself on the inside of the leg. He's just got to keep on bowing his hips in. All right, nice sweep right there and cover properly.
Into a cradle, Jim. Ryder block has Lamer on his back. It's 6 for the Hawkeyes.
I'll tell you what, finishing on the inside of the leg like that, just beautiful. Going right into the cradle.
continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with number 6.
We go to 197, Remy Cotton up for the Scarlet Knights. And Gavin Nelson for Minnesota. These two have wrestled before, top 25 matchup this year. Remy Cotton getting the win a couple of years ago at the Edinburgh Open, a 4-1 decision back on February 3rd, 2024. But with a 5-point lead, Matt, barring any insane deductions, Rutgers can clinch the duel with one more win out of these last two bouts.
Yep. Cotton's got to get it done here.
Nelson working the underhooks. Cotton will shove him and work back towards the center, and now work on the attack here. Cotton and Nelson scrapping, going out of bounds, and they're just going to call for more action here. Zarowski, a Jersey native, went to Lower Cape May Regional High School. So Cotton looking to bounce back from Saturday's tough defeat. Nelson trying to jack up the over-under position, and Cotton will clear it. Shot there, Nelson trying to get the go behind, nothing doing though, back to the ear-to-ear. Hunter Katka on deck for the Scarlet Knights. And presumably, Coy Hopke, who's ranked 10th in the country for Minnesota, due up after this. That'll either be for the duel, or Rutgers will have this one wrapped up after this one. A lot on the line here. Shot there from Cotton, has a single leg. Can he get back to that double? Oh, Nelson, great defense to get that leg free. Good attempt there by Cotton, 30 seconds now. Shot by Cotton again, good sprawl. Nelson re-attack. Oh, Cotton just got that leg back. Inside trip here. Cotton, can he roll through? No change here. Cotton saw it front with that front head. Short time now. Nelson working on the front head. They might stay here though, short time.
That was scary, Nick.
Nelson right to his feet. Cotton gonna run him back down to the mat, into his base. Trying to maintain this ride now. Nelson hunting for a switch. Cotton will not be able to hang on. 1-0 lead for the Golden Gopher. It's our second to last bout of this duel. Rutgers on top, 17-12. Cotton almost able to reach on that left leg. Trying to work off this ear-to-ear. Cotton, oh, he grabbed hold of the single leg, and Nelson able to kick free. Cotton pushing the pace now along the edge. A shot here, out of bounds. Just an action call. No stalls either way. Could see a similar situation this evening as Cotton's on bottom to start. Riding time not a factor right now. The quad pod up, Nelson a little high, he's out for one. Cotton almost snagging that ankle pick. It's 1-1. So here we go. Minnesota trying to stay alive with a win here. Rutgers trying to clinch it.
This could be the duel here, Nick, this period, this minute and a half.
It really could, 90 seconds. Less than now. Who's gonna be able to pull the trigger and finally connect? Cotton, a shot, stall warning on Nelson.
Only his first.
Cotton still pushing the pace. Nelson working the underhook on the left side, and a stalemate here. Getting louder here in Jersey Mike's. 1-1, minute to go. Nelson's got a stall warning. Cotton circling to his left. Nelson a half shot there. .45. Cotton looking for an opening. Back to the ear-to-ear. RU chance coming down. Nelson tried jack up underhooks. Nothing doing though. 30 seconds. Now down to 20. Neither man giving an inch. Cotton trying to find that ankle pick. Couldn't quite reach. Short time. Pushing forward now, Nelson pushes back in. 5 seconds. And we are going to sudden victory.
Why not?
We've seen it at 157. We're going to see it at 197. Cotton pushing in. Nelson's got one stall call against him. Underhook here for Cotton. Nelson fighting the tie-ups. Very tactical hand fight from both these guys. Cotton. That right-handed collar tie, neutral collar tie position here. Seconds. Cotton stalking forward. Shot by Nelson. Cotton underhooks, feeding him. Can he use him? Front hand position. Cotton re-attacking. Now Nelson back in. Inside trip. Cotton around. Can he get the go behind? Scramble. Cotton trying to step over. Minute to go. Hanging on for dear life. Cotton adjusting. Hooks the leg. Looking for 3. Cotton trying to finish the takedown. He's still around. And now Nelson a chance. Cotton flies him out. Takedown, Remy Cotton looking for the fall. He's got the fall. Remy Cotton has clinched it for Rutgers. They're going to knock off Minnesota.
Unbelievable, Nick. Remy Cotton in overtime with a huge pin. Not just a takedown, a pin. Coach Goodale is fired up on the sidelines. Rutgers knocks off Minnesota for the first time in program history.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with number 5.
This is going to be an awesome match.
Top 10 battle, and we're underway at 285 pounds. With the Big Ten champ, Mike McMullen, Zach Mackey with you on a Friday night that is full of college wrestling here on the Big Ten Network. Guy like Nick Feldman for Ohio State's coming off a huge victory over A.J. Ferrari of Nebraska on Sunday. Went to sudden victory, a 4-1 winner for Nick Feldman. It gave him Big Ten honors as the Big Ten Wrestler of the Week with that victory over Ferrari. It secured the match. It came down to heavyweight. Here tonight it will not. Ohio State will remain undefeated. They've got 27 points tonight going into this match. To 10 for Wisconsin. It's been a great showing for Wisconsin. And Braxton Amos on the other side is a West Virginia product. He's in the top 10 of the country, 5 ranked victories this season. And he's looking to get that signature win, Coach Bono said. And it's an early takedown for the big fella for Wisconsin.
Yeah, a great job with that shrug and phenomenal start for Braxton Amos. Again, he was a really highly touted recruit coming out of high school from Parkersburg in West Virginia. Yeah, spent some time down at 97. Was a 220-pounder in high school, so was on the bigger side, a bigger weight cut for him to get down to that weight class. And
they like to get to the offense. They like to get things going. Amos is a guy, like you said, not afraid to get down and get in for a single leg or a double leg.
Absolutely. Both these guys are super athletic, very capable of generating offense. We saw it early there from Amos, and a great job with the escape by Feldman, but you know, Feldman is so aggressive, so offensive. He's got great low attacks. He attacks with that left arm. He'll do a low single to that lead leg, and so many guys with that right lead leg, you know, are at risk for giving that up. Yeah, I'm assuming a motivating speech from Tom Ryan at halftime, and they've certainly been offensive in this back half.
Neutral.
So Amos is able to get up and out in just 20 seconds rather quickly. Less than 20 seconds they should be. This time it's Feldman on the leg. Amos trying for a re-attack, but up and out.
Work center.
You know, just talking about the challenge of what Feldman's working through, that sweep single being in that high thigh at the heavyweight class, you know, there's so many different body types you're going to encounter, so you'll get a different reaction from each. And Amos, you know, is on the shorter side. I think he's just around 6 foot, but he certainly has put on the weight and grown into this heavyweight weight class. So there's just a lot of pressure that he's able to generate from those hips if Feldman's above that knee. So I think for Nick, if he can focus on those low ankle shots, try to get to those picks that he's so good at, that's probably going to be his best bet, and he does just that to the opposite leg.
Feldman trying to even up this match in the second. Amos with great flexibility here. He's behind the wrestler, and a stalemate will send these guys back to the center.
Try to keep his head to the inside and try to get that weight going over the top so he can circumvent the heavy hips of Amos.
Folks here inside the Gavelli Center, they know this is a top 10 battle in the Big Ten. Excited for this heavyweight duel.
Yeah, and if you're Amos, you've got a couple losses on the year. You had a close match with Bastida from Iowa State. You've kind of been knocking on the door of being in that upper echelon, and having this lead heading into the third period, it's kind of all you could hope for if you're game planning on the Wisconsin staff. And Amos 2 minutes away from potentially getting that key heavyweight win he's been looking for so far. Even last year they had the Olympic trials, and 2 years ago, excuse me, and just a great venue and great culture out there in central Pennsylvania.
They got a lot happening too. And Michigan State's in town. They're putting an ice rink in the middle of Beaver Stadium. Tomorrow on the Big Ten Network, it is a happening place this weekend, State College.
A lot of happy people in Happy Valley when you've got that many #1 ranked wrestlers.
Heck of a match here at heavyweight. 4-2 battle. Amos with the lone takedown. Feldman's been in on the legs a couple of times. Can he find a way to finish with just 1:13 to go?
And he's got to be calculated. I mean, he's got 1, maybe 2 quality offensive opportunities in him, and that's what's so tough at heavyweight. You have to be so accurate and precise in how you attack the leg because of the big body that you're going against. And Feldman's shown he can get to that low ankle. Amos has felt that. If he can get back in once and work quick to get height, I think he's got a shot.
Feldman in. The first stall warning coming on Amos. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling. 35 seconds remain in the heavyweight bout between #9 Amos and #3 Feldman.
And that's obviously helpful, but the deficit being at 2 points, he needs the takedown and some good half shots there, but he needs to get in deeper. He's got to get one more quality leg attack in. Doing a good job faking, he gets there.
And it's a stall warning Amos. Feldman will get the point and the takedown to beat the clock.
Absolutely phenomenal finish from Feldman. Great fake, able to get to that low ankle attack and learn from earlier in the match by getting his forehead on that inside knee and circling to the opposite side.
Maybe a slow start, but how about the strong finish? Nick Feldman comes back, beats the horn, gets the victory.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with #4.
He's a 3-time All-American with 55 career pins. He was first when he left in the 90s. He's still second, and I think that Cam really has a great future here. Going up against P.J. Duke, who was in high school last year, a true freshman, who just quite frankly could win it all. And there's Catrabone in and saying, hey, maybe not tonight.
Well, the question is, how does P.J. Duke respond? He was handed his first loss of the season for Penn State and of his college career last week against Antrell Taylor. Went to tiebreakers. It was a 2-1 winner, and here Catrabone is first on the board with a takedown.
Yeah, I really like Catrabone's movement. I like the way he wrestles. It's kind of like that 70s show. He's, like I said, his dad wrestled, but I think of some wrestlers that you're going to see arm bars and the type of wrestling that is kind of old school, and there is the opportunity that Catrabone had. He comes around, hooks the leg, injury time for Penn State.
So Catrabone, after the injury, he gets the decision where he wants to go. He elects to go down.
You know, you're playing with house money here. See the old-fashioned roll there? He comes out, gets the hips out.
Up and out.
Yeah, I like that. Just enough of a roll there that it made Duke uncomfortable, and he got the hips out and got one. Great start for the Wolverine.
Catrabone, the two-time New York State champion at Williamsville North High School.
He was the first state champion in the history of that school. That's at Williamsville North.
And then P.J. Duke, the four-time state champion of the state of New York at Slate Hill is where he's from. He was at Minnesota Valley High School. So a couple of New Yorkers going at it here on the mat up in Ann Arbor.
You know what's really interesting here, Zach, is this is new territory for P.J. Coming off a loss, as you've said. Giving up the first takedown he's ever given. Being in a match that he's behind now 5-1. And both coaches would agree. This is why we wrestle right now. This is why we want to be tested, because, you know, this isn't exactly what counts as much as 3 weeks from now. And there, PJ responds, big time response by Duke, in on a low single, drives through, gets the takedown, narrows the gap.
This is the first meeting for these young freshmen in their collegiate career. They met in high school and wrestled back then, but you better know they're going to see each other a lot. A couple of freshmen in the Big Ten that have themselves in the top 15 are going to have some real good ones down the years.
What I've seen from PJ earlier this year is he's got another gear, and he's starting to move into that, and nice job of wrestling through that position by Catrabone. Now, can he hip down?
See Sean Bormat yelling out the orders from the side.
Yeah, keep wrestling through.
And he's happy with his wrestle there to get the stalemate and send them back to their feet. On the leg.
Drives through, picks the ankle, and the roll through almost catches the neck wrench. Then Duke comes across, slides his left hand, cuts off, and gets the takedown. Really nice job by both of them keeping the wrestling going, but Duke, just great fundamentals. Kept his poise.
10 seconds.
He made really good decisions there in that scramble. Duke did.
Out of bounds, and these two go back to the center. This went back and forth. It could have been anyone's takedown.
And then because Catrabone is, you know, he's going to get after it, but watch that left arm right there. Cuts across.
Catrabone's already got one takedown. Looking for another one to take the lead here in the third and give Michigan their first win of today's duel.
Who's got the most left in their tank? Who can stay disciplined in good position and then execute? Who wants to put themselves in a wrestling position, believing they'll come out scoring more points? When you believe you're the best, you're not hesitant to put yourself in wrestling positions. Maybe giving up something to gain. Catrabone, the one that's going to have a little more urgency. There's no riding time. He trails by one. Duke, a completely different situation yet. There.
And on the left here, Catrabone.
And he drives through and he gets the takedown.
Catrabone takes down Duke. 45 seconds remain, and Duke's in quickly.
Shin whizzer rolls through, passes the leg. And a reversal.
A takedown coming for P.J. Duke. (11-9) as it sits right now. Wow, Duke was quick to respond, and now can Catrabone do the same?
Just the kind of match I thought it might be. Catrabone getting 2 takedowns against a guy that hadn't been taken down all year.
And now it's over a minute. Riding time secure. Catrabone needs a takedown in the final couple of seconds. He will not get it, and P.J. Duke responds. A tough one last week, and he gets taken down for the first time in his career, but he comes to the Chrysler Center and keeps it rolling for Penn State.
Final score of our 100.
7-pound match.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with number 3.
We'll switch the uniforms now. Now you got a young freshman from Minnesota going up against a veteran national champion, Antrell Taylor, and great opportunity for Millard. Millard coming off a victory. It was injury default against Cannon Webster against Illinois, but Millard was ahead, had a first period takedown, was in on the leg when they hit heads, and Cannon Webster had to medically default there, but it was an impressive start for Millard there. He's certainly unafraid. Taylor, what a year last year, coming back and winning the national championship, beating Joey Blaze in the finals, who he had lost to for third place, the third place match in the Big Tens. And 2 national champions last year. We talked about it for Nebraska, and Ridge Lovett now in the room. You know, talk about who they get to roll around with. What a career. Ridge Lovett tops it off with a championship along with Antrell Taylor. Nebraska brings home the runner-up trophy as well as the runner-ups in the Big Ten. What a year. And you know, few injuries right now tonight. They're without a couple of their starters, but they're going to be right in the thick of things for the trophy at the end of the year.
Break easy.
Like you were talking about, a 4th place finish at the Big Ten Championships. Can figure it out in 2 weeks, turn it on to a national champion at 157 pounds. I mean, this goes to show every year those Big Ten championships, it is a stacked field, much of which you're going to see at the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, you get through the Big Ten season, regular season, the Big Ten championship gauntlet, and you're in good health. You know, you're unafraid, that's for sure. And there's the underhook by Taylor. Good job by Millard of stopping that underhook that is, you know, Taylor really loves the underhook, the upper body, and he likes to defend up into the opponent. And Millard just said, not me. Good initial defense there by Millard.
You know, Coach Agam from Minnesota told us, hey, for Millard, one of the keys is keep this match close early. I feel like if we could keep this close and go back and forth, my guy Millard is a guy who is a strong hand fighter, wears people down with that. He's looking to keep this match close as he has, 0-0, almost 3 minutes in.
Out of Wisconsin, Akron Wrestling Academy. You know, there's something about those guys that come out of that academy that they love the competition, they love to compete, love the sport. Nice job of staying in by Millard, not giving Antrell anything, and so right now it is close, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're good.
Millard takes him right back down to the mat.
Love the way that Millard's attacking the hips, because those hips by Antrell Taylor are some of the most powerful in the NCAA. He's not only a 3-time state champion at, speaking of Millard, and in Nebraska, but also one of the state's best running backs in high school. Really strong hip power, and Millard just really neutralized Taylor there. Look at that. Good hip. Got the hips underneath, lift, return. You know, you didn't slam him down on the mat, but that was a good mat return by Millard.
Millard showing he is tough in the top spot.
Looking, he's got the wrist trap, looking for a possible tilt. Now, Taylor flat. Right here, this is where Millard's starting to feel some confidence building up. Things going his way. And good job by Taylor getting out. 49 seconds riding time.
Working on the edge of the mat. They'll get back to the center.
That was a stall
call
against Taylor, backing off. Everything going Millard's way right now.
Taylor's trying to get the first takedown in his duel for Nebraska. So far, it's been 4 takedowns for Minnesota, none through the first 4 matches for this Cornhusker group.
Yeah, what a difference this year, you know, for Taylor. I mean, he was the hunter last year. He's the hunted this year. You know, the target's on your back. It's hard. It's a whole different ball game when you are the returning national champion. Everybody's going to give you their best shot. What an opportunity. Millard's fired up. Going up the rankings already, you know, on paper. The victory against Webster doesn't hurt him. The way he wrestled against Webster really helped him from his mental standpoint. So he's certainly ready for this tonight in front of the home crowd.
It was interesting hearing Coach Manning talk about, you know, you're the national champ. People got a book on you now. They know exactly. No, you're going to be calling that duel on Sunday. Another top 20 duel in the Big Ten.
Looking forward to that. Illinois, Michigan's always good. It's up at Michigan. Illinois will want to bounce back from a disappointing performance against Minnesota, but you know, Minnesota's showing right here. They are a tough nut to crack. They're going to come out and they're going to compete hard. Quick escape by Taylor. It's all tied up. No riding time advantage, so.
Antrell Taylor.
Yeah, can try to get that underhook that Millard's already said, no, you're not going to get it on me. And Taylor trying to, you know, you can see where his eyes are. They're looking high right there. He wants to control that upper body.
Millard.
Look at the feet.
And he takes down Taylor for the takedown.
Yeah, and that was all done by not only dropping his level and driving into the double leg, but yeah, his legs were driving. Watch this. Okay, drop, penetrate, drive down. Look at those feet. Boom, 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 boom.
That's textbook right there. Head right at the chest, run through him, and take him down. And there is no fear here for the redshirt freshman, Charlie Millard.
Yeah, and really good observation there, Zach, with that head. He used his head right in the sternum, drove through, kept driving. Now Taylor out, looking for a reversal. Gets the reversal, but he's going to have to let it go. Okay, 5-3. Takedown will win it for Taylor. Oh, and but now Millard does not have a stall call. Taylor. Millard
in on the leg here, looking to be able to finish the single.
Taylor wants to pick that off, beat the head, come around into the crotch. He's going to have to kick that foot loose.
Has not been awarded yet.
No, this thing is not over. Taylor, he's got that foot. He drives through. If he can cut off. Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Back and forth, and Taylor.
There's your national champion.
Takes him to his back and pins him.
Whoa. I mean, Millard's going, what did I just do? Wow.
Taylor had the lead. Millard had the lead, and Taylor turns him on his back and gets the fall. The first bonus points come in a big way. What a third period in this thriller.
There's your champ.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with number 2.
And so 2 guys getting used to a new weight class.
We're here from the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Zach Mackey, Tim Johnson with you on a Friday night packed full of wrestling on the Big Ten Network.
Dylan Ragusin, 4-time qualifier, 2-time All-American at 133. He was the Big Ten runner-up a few years ago to Dylan Shaver from Rutgers, and so he's had his opportunities and to be a great Wolverine, but coming back from that ACL total reconstruction is tough.
Yeah, big time tough. He was 6-3 last year until that injury shortened his year. Coach Matt said we see it so much in practice. We've got to see it out there in duels and big situations here late in the year now. And they're hoping that Ragusin can show it Here now against, like we said, a guy in Desmond who is using one of those dates here today. He gave Luke Lillendahl in a tournament his only loss of the season, but because they're teammates, it does not count as an NCAA loss. So Lillendahl still with a perfect 14-0 record.
That Olympian in 2028, and it makes the room tremendous at the weight. We'll talk about it more when the heavyweights come up, but to have Mason Paris in the room, huge.
That is the one match here tonight that Michigan is favored in at heavyweight.
You're warned for stalling.
And it's a stall warning coming on Desmond. Penn State's opponents have been warned for stalling 97 times. Penn State has just been warned for stalling 10 times the entire year. They have been so dominant in all the duels. 12-0 on the season.
Desmond had that front headlock from the side. You can stay there 4 counts, but on the 5th count, that's a stall, automatic stall. So Dylan Ragusin gets a very important escape here in the 2nd period. This is where you're hoping that Dylan Ragusin's getting close to being at peak, you know. And now drops down in, but can Desmond cut that corner, trying to cut the corner, and he does get 3. He was able to hook that ankle, now puts the boots in. Desmond comes out with a 3-point takedown, goes out in front, and now with the boots in, looking to break Ragusin down to the mat.
Still with that leg in.
Yeah, he's responsible to getting back down.
Wrestle through this, wrestle through this. You're warned for stalling.
No warning coming on Desmond, but that's his 2nd, and that results in 1 point for Ragusin. They're talking to the head table. Should be 3-2 because that's the 2nd stall call coming on Desmond. So it is a 1-point match here in the 2nd.
Very savvy by Ragusin. He knew what was going on there. He knew that Desmond was responsible for returning him to the mat.
No swipe as the wrestlers roll through. Here again in a scramble.
I love the scramble going on by Ragusin. He's continuing to wrestle through positions, trying to come across. He gets to the reversal.
Ragusin takes the lead.
And now really important time for Ragusin to not let Desmond go here. And he does not. The reversal at the end of the period, no answer. This is a really important period for Dylan Ragusin. Opportunity to get the Wolverines on the board. This is a gut check. You're going to have to win 2 or 3 times in this period right here. Ragusin's going to need to win 2 or 3 times in difficult situations, I believe, to pull out this victory.
He's a guy who's done it before, an All-American 2 years ago in Ragusin. The injury sat him down. Can he come back from that? And can he get back to the podium? But Desmond turns him around and gets the reversal. He's looking for swipes.
And Ragusin's looking for a reversal right here and trying to get out for an escape. Needs to get his escape. Nice job by Desmond.
And gets it. We have a tied match.
Make easy, stalemate.
Like I said, you gotta be able to now execute when you're tired. Know that you've got 2 or 3 times more that you're gonna have to wrestle through difficult situations.
And this crowd is ready to get behind their Michigan wrestler.
No riding time significance right now, so it comes down to this with 40 seconds left.
It's the young gun in Nate Desmond getting thrown out there at 141 pounds against the old vet, Dylan Ragusin, who's been there, done it, an All-American already.
Ragusin right there should shoot him out because he's got a stall call on him, but right now he's not taking advantage of that opportunity that I think he has.
And Tim, these guys have been scrambling. They've been going through positions. You can see they are very tired here with the final 15 seconds.
It's a hard sport.
But can Ragusin finish it on the edge of the mat?
He's going to try to bring him back on. You got to really, this is it. This is your opportunity. Okay, they're going to go to sudden victory.
The first one to score wins it.
Red score first.
I like that when Ragusin's got his tie-ups going. He's got to force his control. Don't do anything
Ragusin on the edge of the mat.
He didn't know where he's at.
Oh, and Desmond comes back and gets the victory in overtime. The young freshman stuns the crowd from the Chrysler Center.
Final score of a 141-pound match in overtime. Desmond.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the regular season with number 1. 184, Dylan Fishbach. Wrestling Rocco Welsh. Rocco Welsh ranked number 1. Of course, Rocco coming to State College from Columbus in 2024, then as a true freshman. He wrestled Carter Storaci of Penn State in the national final. That was a 2-0 final. Welsh 15-0, 9 bonus point victories from Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. 4-time finalist, 2-time state champ at Waynesburg Central. And Dylan Fishbach coming to Columbus from NC State.
Rocco had quite a run there for the Buckeyes there, making it to the finals. And you know, he was just a tough guy, you know.
Still is.
Well, of course he is. He's even tougher now because he's got a lot of, you know, he's starting to see his technique. I think he's a really good scorer. I mean, we've seen him be able to go ahead and attack both sides of the body. And, you know, Fishbach, guy that keeps good position out there, the transfer from NC State, I believe he's an ACC champion.
Fell in the blood round in both 2024 and 2025, coming off a win over Gabe Arnold. He beat the Hawkeye 4-1.
Mantanona just ended up at the top position and did a little mat return at the edge of the mat and wins the match in overtime. It's crazy.
Mentioned that run that Welsh went on. He was 3rd at the Big Tens and then was a 6th seed and made the national final. Here's Fishbach. Good opportunity here for the Buckeye in a single leg.
Yep, he's got that hips up there, trying to go ahead scoop. He scores and covers the hips.
Rocco Welsh in dual meets taken down for just the 4th time this season. 3-0 for Dylan Fishbach. Looking for a mat return there on the edge. 1:20 remaining in the first period. Ohio State bench cheering on the 8th ranked 184-pounder.
Good mat return. Rocco coming back up, now sweeping the other direction. You know, this doesn't seem like much, Shane, but you know, you get 3 or 4 of these, all of a sudden you've got, 30 seconds of riding time.
But those are the little things that win big matches, the quick escapes, finishing periods on top, scoring first, maintaining good position, knowing what the score is, how many cautions, what's the mat awareness.
Yep, and right now with those front trips, he's tried, you know, it's not just the same type of return as well. He's sweep both directions. Now he's burning a little clock here at the edge.
Fishbach 3-3 in Big Ten duels. As I mentioned, he's in some tight matches. In sudden victory, 4-1 scores. Lost to Max McAnally and Angelo Ferrari, so he's right there with the best in the country. He's ranked 8th himself. Now we're down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, looking for that cross wrist. Now he gets the tricep on the far side. You know, what you want to try to do is scoop up that near leg. If you can, scoop up that near leg, kind of push him back down. If he comes back up, he can come into the Navy ride there, but they're going to get Fishbach for stalling, and I think, to be honest with you, I think you take that.
Absolutely, and with 5 seconds left.
Try to get his hips out. Right there, explosive stand-up, hands locked.
And Dylan Fishbach gets a takedown midway through the first period.
And basically see if I can get out within that 30 seconds. But the second thing about that is you change the optics of the match, okay? If you win, the referee's not going to let you ride for another 2 minutes, okay? So that's why you want to go down in this position, get the quick escape, which he does, and he's maintained his riding time. You have Fishbach basically keeping a low stance, wrestling about a half head lower. We'll see if Rocco Welsh can go ahead and try to stuff the head, get some sort of angle, some sort of pick. You know, this is really the first time that we've seen Fishbach with a good lead with a great wrestler. Look how low he is, right? Half head lower. That makes a difference. Back in on that shot. Now he's on the inside. Yeah, he's on the inside of the leg this time. Okay, comes back. Right, I think you're better off probably trying to finish it on the inside, but it allows Rocco to square up. Now he's got some work to do just to stay neutral.
Probably going to get a stalemate here.
Rocco Welsh's legs, and on the inside, he just couldn't do it. Didn't do the same. His body didn't do the same thing to go ahead and try to finish. Just pop your hips in.
Nice shot there from Rocco Welsh.
Squared up pretty well. He's got the head stuffed.
Better defense from Fishbach.
I think Fishbach is content to stay in this position.
And Jim Welsh will have choice in the third. He trails it 4-0. And Fishbach stays with Welsh.
Yeah, that was
early third period.
True, because you give up that point, but he's staying with them, so effectively it's a 5-0 lead and a great mat return on the edge. I agree with you totally, Shane. You don't want to get a stall warning here with this action. That's why the ride out in the first period was just huge, right? Right there.
So riding time is locked up for Fishbach. He leads it 4-1. Essentially 5-1 with that riding time point. So Welsh, number one ranked at 184. He's undefeated, but he's up against the ropes.
Oh, rumping right back in on a shot, that low shot right there. Now he's going to go ahead and try to square up there. It looks like Welsh has an opportunity to score, and he does.
So Rocco Welsh, still plenty of time with just over a minute remaining.
So riding time is not locked.
Yep, riding time is locked up. Collar tie there from Rocco Welsh.
Remember, Fishbach has been called for stalling, so he's got to stay right there in the middle. He don't want to give one up in the middle.
So our graphic was incorrect. Riding time now is locked up. Now it's locked up for Fishbach. So he's up by 2. A takedown would win it for Welsh. We're inside of 30 seconds. Welsh keeping that pressure on, but can't get through the head-hands defense. Now into a front headlock, trying to spin around, changes direction and gets the takedown on the edge. Rocco Welsh finding a way. Listen to this crowd. 16,000 going crazy. Winners win.